What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris and welcome back to Scarier Than You Think. Today we're going to be checking out a brand new analog horror series that is literally based off of the TV show South Park. If you guys have ever seen South Park, you guys know that the TV show is a comedy. This series, though, takes South Park into a little bit of a different direction, making it extremely dark and eerie, and more or less mashing up episodes and giving us alternate endings to episodes that kind of make sense and definitely give us a little bit of an unsettling feeling. Drop an early like on the video if you're excited and comment down below your favorite South Park character, and with all of that being said, let's jump right into it. Video 1. Stan's Grieving. Here we go, we got the first episode. Stan's grieving. He's probably grieving over Kenny's death, or Kenny being dead, because it's usually like an ongoing thing with the show. I could be wrong. Okay? It's very slowed down, very, honestly, very off-putting. Warning. What are we warning? Who's warning us? This tape is corrupted. Okay. What about it? Please eject the tape immediately. Okay. Well, we're not going to do that. So. Stan's super happy.
Young man, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, I'm gonna see my friend because he needs me right now.
All right.
Okay, so Stan's
Good for you.
at the hospital. Thought it was an old folks home for a second because there was that old guy.
Hey, Kenny.
Yep. Kenny's in the hospital. Or was in the hospital.
Oh, no. No. He just stopped breathing and it was over. But
Is this about the episode
I
of
didn't get to see him.
Kenny dying?
God, I didn't get to see
Like
him.
every other episode?
Did he say anything before he went? He just said, "Where's Stan?"
Damn. That hurt. Poor Stan. I'm pretty sure that's an actual episode, though. I want to say I've seen that episode. Probably on, like, TikTok or something. So Stan's just in the back. He's getting his grieve on because Kenny was dying and is dead now and wanted to know where Stan was before he died. And then he just died. Poor Stanny. Poor Stan. Poor Stan. I never said goodbye to him. I mean, that's true. You weren't there. You were happy getting a present. Or something. That's what it looked like. I'm such a horrible person. Not really. I mean, it's not your fault. It's not like you could have predicted it, Stan. It's not like you could have predicted it, bud. I can't go on like this. Well, what are you gonna do, Stan? I'm trying to console Stan right now. Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, it's a really bad situation. In all honesty, it's a really bad situation. Okay. That's Stan's house, I would assume. Very dark. It's Christmas time, which is why he had the present. There we go. Very quiet. Very eerie. I don't understand what's going on here. Stan last said to us he can't go on like this. Thank you. Appreciate that jump scare. I really do. Video 2. Corrupt South Park VHS tape. Now we have a corrupted VHS tape, which is technically the second part. There's 3 parts in this. This is supposedly the second part. It is a corrupted VHS tape. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the last episode, Stan's Grieving, where Kenny died, and he was just really upset because he didn't get to say goodbye to Kenny, which is very understandable. And then we, of course, got jump scared by dead Stan, which would foreshadow some stuff going on with Stan. So, yeah. It's pretty rough. So we have Kyle.
Go ahead, Kyle, do it. I'm doing it. No, don't do it. What's the big deal, Kyle? We just look in the mirror and say the name 3 times.
Oh, he's trying to play Bloody Mary. No thanks.
See, you're scared because you know if you say the third time he's gonna show up and shoot you in the face. Fine, then you do it. You're so tough. I've done it lots of times. Prove it.
Don't do it, Cartman. Don't do it.
This is done. You guys, let's do something else. You're afraid to do it too. I am not. Then do it if you're not yellow. Yellow.
Wow, Butters.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Saying help. It sounded like it was saying help. At least that's what it sounded like to me. What the hell is that? What is that face? What was that face? Dude, whose face was that? Dude, whose face was that? Bro, this is weirding me out right now. This is really weirding me out. They didn't get me with the Stan one in the last episode. I was just kind of like chilling, and there wasn't much of a gotcha. You know what I mean? They should have left that up for a little bit. Don't try to get me. Don't try to get me. Didn't get me. Sorry. Didn't get me. I just have a little critique. Just a little critique. Let's just try and make the jump scares a little bit less like, alright, I know the jump scare is going to come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Because it's not coming out of nowhere. I can literally feel it. Pause. Video 3. Kenny's Torment. This is the final episode in the series for now. This was just dropped 5 days ago. This is actually what I saw, which inspired me to do the series because I love South Park. And as we know, Kenny died in the first episode, and then Stan, I assume, followed with the image we saw at the end of the Stan episode, the jump scare. This is still a really good series. It's just like eerie, you know? South Park's usually like funny and upbeat. This is very eerie. Which I guess is the point. I mean, that would make sense. Yep, Kenny McCormick. Sleep well, little child. The Lord holds thee now. Holds thee now. That's right, he's seen stuff. Are we gonna find out what actually happened to Stan? Or what? That's my question.
I'm going down south.
Okay. They're all still there. Okay, we have Kenny, who died in the first episode with Stan, I would assume. How did you find peace? Did he find peace is the question. I hope so. Did you look for it? Oh, did it come to you? Sorry. come at all. You're broken. We can fix you. I'm alright, thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. I think I'm okay. I think I'm alright. Oh, it's gonna be like dead Kenny or something. So I think this is showing what Kenny looks like now, because the episode is called Kenny's Torment, which means he never found peace, he never went to the light, which means he's now been tormented, making him now look like that. You're fixed, is what it said upside down. You're fixed, which means I'm correct. That is Kenny now after being tormented in hell, I would assume. This is normal Comedy Central stuff. That's, you know, very, very old, but yes, the broadcast, please contact your cable provider. Thank you for understanding. Pretty much interruption of the broadcast, which means that that was streamed live if it were shot back in the day. So there's Kenny in his bed, it looks like, having a bad dream. This isn't real. So now I have a couple questions now that I've watched all 3 episodes in the series. 1, we know Kenny is dead. 2, we would assume Stan is dead since we had the failed jump scare of dead Stan. And 3, we have Kenny in the last episode called Kenny's Torment, where Kenny is pretty much talking, or someone is talking to Kenny, asking him if he found the light, if he continued, if he, you know, is fixed, all this other stuff. And then they tell Kenny that he's broken and that he needs to be fixed. Then all of a sudden, up comes this terrifying looking Kenny wearing the orange hoodie that Kenny always wears, with a very dead and mangled face, which I would assume is Kenny. Seems as though they showed a picture of it, and then upside down it said "you're fixed," which means that Kenny is now fixed, being quote-unquote broken from whatever was telling him that he was broken. So I have a few critiques. I like the series. I wouldn't be able to make something like that. That's why I watch it, because I can't make stuff like that. But this is I have a few little critiques. 1, please, if you created the series, and the original creator, I'm blanking on the name, but it is Beyond Birth. Listen. Make the jump scares a little bit more scary. I knew everything was going to happen when it happened. Maybe they weren't supposed to be jump scares. Maybe it's not supposed to be scary. Maybe it's just supposed to be eerie. Because I don't know if there's like a set description. It just says Kenny's Torment, South Park analog horror series. So I'm not quite sure if it's supposed to be scary or if it's supposed to be just creepy and weird and like a twist on a very good series. If it's just supposed to be creepy, it's been killed. I mean, no pun intended. It's great. It's really cool where you're tying in episodes like the one where Kenny's in the hospital, because Kenny dies in every episode. Kenny's in the hospital, Stan, and then Stan pretty much dying, I would assume, with, as I said before, the dead Stan still image. So I wouldn't even necessarily call them critiques. I'm just very excited for the next episode. The Kenny's Torment episode just dropped 5 days ago. I was literally just Googling up analog horror, and this popped up, and I'm like, damn, I love South Park, one of my favorite shows. It's still hilarious to this day, and I figured I'd had to watch this. But I'm excited, because we all know there's only a couple characters that, are left. We have, big characters like Kyle, we have Cartman, and then Butters, the 3 that I'm really looking forward to seeing. I'm really looking forward to seeing Cartman, because he's just something else, man. And I can just imagine some of the ways that we can get Cartman to do some real crazy stuff when it comes to analog horror. So hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video, and if you did, don't forget to smack a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. Check out Beyond Birth channel down in the description below. Fire series, it was definitely cool, and I'm excited for more episodes. Like I said, check out the original creator down below, drop a like on the video, comment down below what you thought, and with all that being said, my name is Chris, and of course I will catch you guys in the next one.